Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. I know it's been a little bit of time since I read to you last, so I thought I would read you this short story today. It's called The Last Wolf and it was written by Minnie Gray. I don't know if you remember, but we did read a book of hers in class. It was the story of the dish and the spoon. Some of you might have guessed that this book is a bit of a take on Little Red Riding Hood. And it says, The Last Wolf, Red Riding Hood goes green. I wonder if you can work out what that means. So, The Last Wolf. On the very front page, there's a poster and it says, Wanted. A wolf. If you see one, tell Red. One day, Little Red put on her hunting hat and boots, flung her pop gun on her back, packed up her lunchbox with some supplies, and said to her mum, I'm off to catch a wolf. And there she is with all her things. That's all right, thought Red's mum to herself. There hasn't been a wolf around here for at least 100 years. Good luck, Red, she said, and don't be late for tea. There she is, saying goodbye to Red as she goes off. Red went a-stalking through the forest. She lurked behind a tree and jumped out on... I wonder what it is that she jumps out on. What do you think it is? Let's find out. She jumped out on, oh no, a rubbish bag, a bin bag. And there it is, all spilled open. That's not a very good thing to find in the woods, is it? She slithered through the bracken and pounced on... I wonder if you can spot what she pounced on. A tree stump. There it is. Red wandered deeper into the forest. It grew shadowy and she lost her path. There were wooling noises and grabby twigs. Red started to run. She ran and tripped. But what was this? As you can see, she's tripped. She's bumped into a door. I wonder where it leads to. Some sort of door? She tried the doorknob and knocked and banged. I don't know if you can see clearly, but the tree and the door is in a big, beautiful tree. And the door was opened by the last wolf in the land. Don't think he looks especially pleased to see Red. Looks a bit worried, I think. The last wolf was living in a cosy tree cave, along with the last lynx and the last bear. And there they all are together. So the lynx and the bear are playing snakes and ladders, and the wolf was reading his paper. You must be a human child, said the last wolf. I've never seen one close up before. Come in and sit down. You're just in time for some tea. I didn't know wolves drank tea, said Red. There may be quite a few things you don't know, said the last wolf. They gave Red a cup of tea and told her about the good old days. When there were endless miles of forest to run through and 1,000 tasty grazing beasts to bite. If you can see, there's lots of deer and birds and things in the picture of the big forest. When the world was awash with flowers and bees and dripping with honey. I think that's the bear eating the honey. When you could just lie on a branch and wait for lunch to wander right under your paws. And there's the lynx waiting on a branch. Nowadays, catching a square meal is a difficult business. The pickings are slim and the packaging is hard to get into. There they are, having to look through the rubbish to try and find a meal. Looks like all they've found is a smelly old sock. They looked longingly at Little Red. "My, what huge hungry eyes you all have," she said. And there they all are. They do look like they're looking at her rather longingly. It looks like they're drooling a bit as well, doesn't it? And out of her lunchbox, she took a hard-boiled egg, a sausage roll, a chicken sandwich, and an apple. "It's not very fast on its feet, this egg," said the wolf. And there's the wolf chasing the egg. "It's quite easy to catch this sausage roll," said the bear. The last lynx chased the chicken sandwich round and round the cave until it was wounded. There he is. Red ate the apple and wondered how she could help. But it had grown late. "It's getting dark," said Red, "and I need to go. My mum will be starting to miss me." She thought of the shadowy wildwood that was waiting outside. "I think," said the last wolf, "we'd better walk with you until you find your path." So Little Red, the last wolf, and the last bear, and the last lynx wound their way back through the last woods that were left. It doesn't appear to be much of the woods left in amongst all the houses, does there? So they walked through the last woods that were left until they reached the very last tree and saw the lights of Red's home and her mum missing her. If you can see there, all of the trees that have been cut down. Look at all the rubbish that's been left there by the humans. "Don't forget your lunchbox," said the last bear. "Goodbye, you wild things," said Red. "I think I know what you need." But they had already gone. After dinner, Red's mum found a sign on Red's bedroom door, and it said, "Wanted. More trees, please. If you see some, tell Red." "Well, we'd better make some," said Red's mum. "All you need is a seed, some earth, sun, air, water, and, for a really wonderful tree, about 100 years. So there's Red with her mum planting what looks like it's some acorns that will grow into oak trees. One day these trees will be amazing. And there are the little oak tree seedlings. I think Red's imagining what they're going to look like. And here is Red sitting in the forest, and the sign says, "All wild things welcome." And I wonder how many wild things can you see in this picture? Can you see the bear and the wolf and the lynx? Can you see insects and birds? What else can you see? Well, I hope the trees, or the seeds that Little Red and her mum planted, grow to become big oak trees. And I hope that more and more people do plant trees. I know that some of you have been planting things during lockdown, and that's been really nice to see. I hope you all take care. Bye.